there may not be a more cliche stereotype than the fitness dude who built a fitness business on social and then decided to teach everybody how to build business and build a personal brand. You're like in my pocket. The answer to the question is you need to post 30 times a day on social media, but you have to be good at it. So what you need to do is what I just said about AI. You need to start Googling and YouTubing and podcasting and educate yourself on something I call SOC, strategic organic content. Not just posting happy fucking Wednesday and hoping it works. Like, why are you posting? Let me just pull it up right now. Watch this, you'll like this. I'm going into my phone, I'm going into my content team WhatsApp, and apologize, I need to run to a meeting, so I'm gonna run out pretty quickly here, so I apologize. I'm gonna scroll up, here it is. Here we go. This morning at 7:21 a.m., Mackenzie on my team said, good morning. I need you to post at 5:04 p.m. and 7:07 p.m. on Instagram. One needs to be a carousel, one needs to be a reel. This is called the science behind the art. I'm not out here posting randomly for ha ha ha. My social media strategy is not the following. All of yours is. I need you to understand the thumbnail, the first 3 seconds, what time you post, how many words, which platform, what's going on LinkedIn carousels, that's different than Facebook carousels, Facebook Reels, what are broadcast channels? Do you know what the fuck is going on? This is now the television. And until you understand that, you are leaving money on the table. Back to scaring them, this is how it works, brother. Right now, everyone, most likely, is just leaving double growth on the table. And then it becomes the thing that puts them out of business. And so please take this serious. What you need to do, how many times a day do you post? I know it's nothing. How many?
5 once, one post a day.
And some days not even, right?
Yeah, some days not even.
Right.
Even better about one a day and flooding the stories and stuff.
Right.
It's just interesting.
Think about where I am in my career and where I want to go and where you are. You want to grow. You're day one.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be the one in this relationship posting 55 times a day. You understand? My friends, the #1 issue in the world, politics, religion, business, is everyone's in the business of convincing. Everyone's spending all their time trying to convince everyone else to see it the way they see it, whatever it is. So to your point, you're trying to convince these franchisees to do the right thing, to grow their business. The problem is, it is very hard to convince. So in our organization, and everything I do for a living as a businessman, I say, don't convince, have conviction. So instead of spending even 1 minute trying to convince someone that you already know the second you start talking to them, you're like, fuck, this isn't happening. Spend all your time on you marketing what you control to create the case studies for them. I've innovated my whole career. When I sell new stuff, I do that all the time. I don't even spend another minute with 98% of the people I talk to or market to because I know there is no convincing. I just look for the 2% that understand what the hell I'm talking about, build, and then let the cake. Everybody made fun of me about the internet until they didn't. Everybody made fun of me for doing a wine show on YouTube in 2006 here in Jersey until they didn't. Everybody made fun of me for taking my life savings and investing in a company called the Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr until they didn't. They laugh at you and then your competitors cry. And so I think you have to be in the conviction business. I don't think you will convince them. I think you have to do good marketing, show them the ROAS, the ROI, the CAC, the LTV of the marketing you do, and then just keep feeding them the information of like, you're leaving money on the table and the case studies will always do the work better than you just talking it. So I love when people are like, Gary, like inevitably one of you may email me or send me a message after this talk and be like, hey, heard you, but like I did TikTok for 6 months and it didn't work. And I'm like, cool, I played football in my backyard. It didn't work out the same way it did for OJ. Like the ROI of a basketball for LeBron James is gonna end up being billions of dollars. For me, like negative 20,000, I have 2 torn meniscuses. So to your point, you figured out organic TikTok and you were good at it. to your credit, TikTok ads are not as strong converters as Instagram and Facebook because Meta's been around for 15 years and has refined it. Do I believe that TikTok ads work? Yes. Do I believe that's reserved currently for the best 1% of operators on it? Yes. Even us who are the crew, like it ebbs and flows as we refine our capability on it and the platform does. Instagram ads work remarkable because Meta's data on their consumer is bananas. TikTok's algorithm is addicting because it gives you what you want to look at, but it doesn't understand you as well. It understands what you like, but Facebook like really knows what you bought, like got it? So like you could like you could love the Jets or the Giants, but you might not be someone who buys football jerseys. Whereas someone else might like it half as much, but buys 10 a year. Facebook's better at understanding that than TikTok, hence why converting is different, right? But that ebbs and flows and TikTok will get there. As far as the next one, the reason I have a good reputation is I don't guess. When I told you at that event in 2019 that TikTok was next, is because TikTok was already it. I'm good at knowing what is it when the world hasn't figured it out yet. I'm just a little faster, it's like sports. People that don't really understand sports, even like a good fan doesn't understand, just a little more speed can change everything. That's why they run in Indianapolis at the combine. Those 0.2 might actually matter, especially when it's later in the game or this, that, and the other thing. So, same with what I do for a living. I don't need to predict anything. I'm just spending every day watching everything. And when it's time, when I know it crossed over, it's not a fad, it's not Be Real or Peach, or Vine was on its way. Vine was the app that really was the precursor to everything we're seeing now, but it got bought by Twitter, so it never got to go. Like I'm watching everything, but the second I know, I'm very intellectually generous. The second I know it's there, I tell the world, because it's not like some weird secret that you're gonna take from me. There's so much for all of us. Even today, the people that are sitting here, which is, I know the majority that have not gone all in on content on social networks, they may be sitting here feeling like it's too late. What's cool about social media marketing is it's a game of better, not a game of first. I need a lot of you to hear that. Because I feel a lot of you are not jumping in here because like, fuck, I missed that train. It's a game of better. It's a game of better. I just want to make this point because I think a lot of people in this room might be struggling with this. I genuinely do not believe Gen Z is lazy. I really don't. I think that a lot of us are spending too much time demonizing the up and coming generation about being lazy and entitled. I just need you to hear this from me. Look, I know unlimited people that are lazy in the boomer and Gen X and millennial set too, and entitled. It's not that they're lazy and entitled, it's that they have options. They don't want to work for you for $18 an hour doing dumb shit when they can just post silly videos on TikTok and make $38 an hour. So I'm saying this because I want to leave here with y'all winning after I leave. Some of you might be, I need to actually be nicer to my employees. Real talk. Some of you it might be, yeah, it's 2024 and everything that's happening in the world is based on social media content. It might be a good idea for me to finally take this serious for my business. For some of you, it might be you stop complaining about these kids don't want to work and realize why. It's because they have options. The average 18-year-old kid knows that they can make $50,000 a year on the internet for them pretty easily. And so we have to understand that, we have to adjust. And once you understand that truth and don't just spend your time dwelling or shooting the shit with your other person that's mad about it, and you start attacking of what you're gonna do about it to grow your business, you become accountable to truth instead of trading on ideology.